Qapla, and welcome to my Let's Play Star Trek Online on the PS4. I'm Big B82 and this is part 27 of my Klingon Recruit 2021 Tactical Officer. We're about to undertake the final mission in the Borg Advance, and my last chance to strike vengeance against them for what they did to me. In the mission Fluid Dynamics, we're going to be joining the Joint Task Force commanded by Admiral Tuvok. He will be basically taking the Joint Task Force into Fluidic Space to try to deal with the Borg threat. More glory for us. Now I'm just going to do the some stream stuff, because I'm going to have to read the next part because they didn't bother to give the guy a voice for the next bit, so just bear with me. Okay, so it's how for the mission, Fluid Dynamics. That's not hailing for the mission, is it? The data you recovered from the Borg cube indicates that the Borg have established a foothold in Undine space. The Undine seem to make very little distinction between alien races. It's quite possible that the Borg presence is causing their aggressive behaviour. War with the Undine threatens to engulf the Alpha and Beta quadrants, and, while it would be glorious, it is not the battle we need to fight today. Therefore, we need to set aside our enmity with the Federation to assemble an expedition to remove the Borg presence from Fluidic Space. We found a system where the fabric of the two dimensions are breaking down. This is our best shot at creating a stable quantum singularity. This edition will include Starfleet vessel USS Voyager commanded by Admiral Tuvok. We have scheduled data to be received from the Borg cube, and Tuvok believes he can create an artificial singularity. Your orders are to cross into Fluidic Space, locate the Borg and destroy them. Try not to provoke the Undine. It is not your day to die. Okay, so let's accept. Let's begin the mission, Fluidic Space, Fluid Dynamics, and now I shall do my battle log. So, battle log. We are joining forces with the Romulans and the Federation, a joint task force to destroy the Borg and Fluidic Space. Glory awaits. Qapla! System. Sometimes it's okay.
Welcome to the CUDA system. I am Admiral Tuvok of the USS Voyager. I will provide tactical assistance on this mission.
It's a privilege, Admiral. Even in the Klingon Empire we have heard stories of Voyager's struggles.
Thank you. Your meteoric rise through the ranks is well known to me as well. Sensors indicate the division between normal and fluidic space is thinner here, making crossing much easier. The Undine have used this location in the past. We will use it now. The majority of the fleet will remain here to protect this area. Our team will enter Fluidic Space, locate, and then survey the Borg presence there. If possible, we will destroy it. When you are ready, Voyager will open the singularity.
Open the singularity, Admiral Tuvok. Some hydrogen gas before we go. Can never have enough gas. Nah. We've got the USS Ardanza, USS Pinda, RKS Glinshara, and the RW Ahara. Now, of course, the problem we're going to have here is the fact that the AI ships that are with us generally don't travel at full impulse. So we're going to try and get.
We have
this
made
done
a
as quick as
successful
possible.
transition into fluidic space. Unlike our own, this dimension is filled with an organic fluid. The main indigenous life form is species 8472. Sensors are detecting a Borg signature nearby. Your vessel will take the lead in the investigation. We will follow.
Acknowledged. We will take point and find the source of the signal. Sir, we've been affected by the wave-like currents of fluidic space, which is causing our ship to move involuntarily. I wish we had more time to study this phenomenon. Acknowledged. Okay, so let's move forward. I say they're not going to travel at full impulse. We can, but they won't. They ask me why that is. It's strange that they don't. Okay. Wait for them to catch up. Scans indicate that this is an interplexing beacon, sir. The Borg must not be able to transmit their subspace frequencies as easily through the organic fluid that encompasses fluidic space. These relays are boosting the signal to allow communication with the collective in normal space. This means we should be able to follow these beacons to the Borg foothold here. So it calls for the next beacon. Before we do that, let's let the catch up. Okay. Data required, sir. There appears to be a total of 5 interplexing beacons in the sequence. The next one is just ahead. Right, you all got guys ready? Let's go. The ship that is the Sky Dancer, unfortunately, is not available anymore. No tier 6 version of it either, so yeah, Federation battle cruiser, I think. General, this beacon appears to be picking up subspace transmissions from with Fluidic Space with a Klingon defense force signature. Recommend we investigate, Captain. Another ship of the fleet may require assistance. Agreed. Set an intercept course for the source of the signal.
We've been examining the data on the interplexing beacons, and we believe we may have discovered a vulnerability in the Borg subspace carrier wave technology. If it's acceptable to you, I would like the Venture to remain here and run some tests while you investigate the signal. We may not get another opportunity.
That is acceptable. We will investigate the signal while the Venture remains here. It's over there. Let's go. It's got a giant jellyfish.
This landmass is unique in fluidic space. It is not a planet by Starfleet definitions. If I had to categorize it, I would say it is similar to the coral reefs found in Earth's oceans. Ground itself is a framework for living creatures.
What's a coral reef? Klingon.
Fascinating. We are detecting a number of ships in the area. Starfleet, Klingon Defense Force, Romulan Republic, even Ferengi and Cardassian. Most species from the Alpha and Beta quadrants appear to be represented.
Curious. These ships have identical configurations to ships found in the Alpha and Beta quadrants, but they cannot have been constructed there. Undetected alloys are not even used in standard ship construction. Run a meteorological analysis. Aye, sir. Running analysis now. The alloy corresponds to technology found on Iconia and recovered Iconian technology. Why would the Iconians make fake ships? I intend to find out. Sir, I'm detecting some kind of gateway opening and a huge fleet coming through on screen. Those must be the Iconian thralls. And being destroying them. Sir, we're picking up an incoming distress call from the USS Venture on screen.
Captain Simmons to Voyager. The Borg are here. We're taking heavy fire and need immediate assistance.
Set course for the Venture, maximum speed. And then we'll just turn around before I can fire up the full impulse. Dr. Qapla was in the escape pod, Captain. He wants to speak with you in the transporter room. Patch him through.
I never should have come on this mission. I'm a scientist, not an explorer. Take me out of this awful place right now.
Calm down for a second and talk to me. What happened?
The Borg attacked and we had to abandon ship. We were floating here, waiting, and then Undine. They came out of nowhere, tore through us like tissue paper. We shouldn't have invaded their space. They're so strong. We're weak. Please take me out of here.
What about Captain Simmons? She's not in the escape pods?
I don't know. It all happened so fast. She insisted on being the last one to leave the ship. I don't even know if she made it out alive. Now, can we leave?
I'm sorry, Dr. Qapla, but we have a mission to complete. Come on, you slow-ass motherfuckers, turn around. Beacon scan. Sir, coordinates for the final beacon have been downloaded. This beacon is handling a significant amount of traffic, sir. Last beacon should give us information we need. Well, you guys don't catch up. More glory to me. That don't look good. So this is the final beacon. I have the coordinates of the Borg fleet. We're very close. Shields up, proceed with caution. Yeah, it's nice that the cloaking devices work in the fluidic space.
The Borg presence is much larger than we anticipated. Nevertheless, our orders are to remove as much of it as possible. Voyager will follow your lead.
Acknowledged. We're going in.
Is that a Borg unit? It's enormous!
I admit, it is unimpressive.
Rear shield failing. Right shield failing.
Where are the rest? My first for vengeance. Glory for the Empire.
Destroy it before we can retreat.
Left shield failing. Conductivity below 75%.
Well, that went well.
Opening singularity now. I recommend an immediate withdrawal.
That would be a good idea. They definitely don't miss about, do they? Take no shit species, that's what this should be called. Oh dear. Lobby store. Yeah. Don't watch Lower Decks, so I don't care about the uniforms, to be perfectly honest.
We need to report to our respective commands immediately. We thought that the Undine were responding to a Borg incursion into their space, but it now appears that the Iconians, or some entity posing as them, has created false Alpha and Beta Quadrant ships and sent them into Fluidic Space. Clearly, the Undine attacked us because they thought we attacked them first.
Starting with the bad news, I see.
There is some good news. The spread of the Borg nanovirus has halted, and thanks to the Doctor's research, we should be able to prevent future planets from being assimilated in this manner. The Borg will adapt in time, but we have also stopped them from transmitting the technique for Undine assimilation to the collective. It is possible they could learn how to do so again. We will need to remain vigilant.
What about the Borg in Fluidic Space?
The Borg in Fluidic Space were forced to retreat, and logic suggests it will be quite some time before they trouble the Undine again. The end of the Borg attacks in their home might stop the Undine advance into our space. But if the Iconians continued to trick Species 8472 with false incursions, they could decide to invade ours in retaliation.
What happens now?
Voyager will take Dr. Cooper and the other survivors back to Earth. I suggest that we all confer with our fleet commanders to determine the next course of action. We have not seen the last of the Undine.
Understood. Until next time, Admiral. Okay. Let's scan hydrogen gas before we leave. Skydance's model changed there. Anyway, let's leave the system. And report to Captain Caval. We may not have been able to remove the Borg presence in Fluidic Space, but it looks like the Undine will. In time, perhaps we can reach out to them. They are formidable warriors. and will be mighty allies for the Empire. However, I find your reports of false flag ships in Fluidic Space troubling. If the Arconians are trying to trick the Undine into believing that we're invading their space, it could explain everything that had happened. When our space is breached, we attack and eliminate our aggressors. The Undine will respond in a similar fashion. Our dimension will be their battlefield. Okay.
Congratulations, General.
Okay, now Major General. Is that the next mission? I have no idea. I think that's the next mission. Our reputation's now started. Sure. In game. No. Don't know what he's talking about. I don't think that reputation, I don't think we can do queues until level 50. Anyway, when we return, we'll be heading to New Romulus, which is mainly ground missions. We're doing the New Romulus aid. We're doing the Romulan aid and heading to New Romulus, which is all ground missions, so nothing in space. And then that would be fun. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Under 82, please subscribe, comments are welcome, and I appreciate the thumbs up as well. And I will see you in parts 28 when we head to New Romulus and be surrounded by the green bloody. Yeah, we're Klingons, we're friends with them. And then, ciao for now. Qapla.